Ladies and gentlemen, Gala talking the big talk, but can they walk the walk? A lot more announcements have been coming for Gala Games in the past few days. It's been a hot couple of days, and of course, you want to get it broken down, and who better than the one and only guy making content on Gala on YouTube. If you enjoy this kind of content, as always, like and subscribe during the bear, during everything. We are still going to be here, and let's get right into it. So here's the big thing here. Mirandus is saying something that is very important. Now, at first glance, you probably don't care. You're seeing this tweet, and it says, we're planning a Mirandus director's offsite in Austin, Texas in early February. Two big topics to discuss. Okay, we've been waiting for years for this topic to come up. But here is the coming question here. The first question is, how do we architect Mirandus to honor the vision and Web3 principles? Given the Gala Chain technology, what can we guarantee and what impacts could that have on gameplay? And then the other part you're not going to understand, but it's like, what are the crossovers between ERC 1155s and ERC 20s? I'm not going to bother that one because most of us probably don't get it. But here's the one that I was like, whoa, they're actually talking about this now. Mirandus has not tweeted in a very long time, and they just started tweeting. And this is one of the focal points here. Materium tokenomics. You all know I love Materium. I've got to be honest. I think Materium is one of my favorite crypto gaming plays right now. In regards to Gala, it's my number one play. I did sell off a lot of my Materium after the whole fiasco that happened the other day in my Mirandus NFTs. But I still think that if we're going to be like the Gala people, Materium is the way to go. Virtual and all the guys at Masters of Materium, they understand that for Gala to succeed in the games department, Mirandus has to be a success. It's their flagship title. And so them saying 6 hours ago here, something about the Materium tokenomics, which we have gotten almost no information about what the heck this thing is supposed to be used for. It's just supposed to be magic. I don't know what the supply is supposed to be at some point. There's so much confusion surrounding it, which is why when I put it on a tier list and I'm like, oh, well, this could 100x. It's like, could it 100x? Is it just like going to get completely nuked by a possible light paper? Or are they going to listen to the community? And then there's something here that is going to be really big for people that hold Materium. Well, they need to ensure that their Materium contract is future-proof, which means that a change is probably coming, discuss emission rates, and lock a light paper. Light paper is so important, you don't even know. They haven't had one since the start. And here's the next thing. They invited a small group of their biggest supporters to contribute to these discussions, and no, I wasn't one of those people. The invites were based on owning a ton of Mirandus stuff, being experienced in Web3, and or being an active member of our community. And so they see it as the grand forum. So council people helping out with Mirandus. I like that they're talking to the people that are Web3 native. There's been this problem that I've been noticing in regards to a lot of these Web3 gaming companies looking for economics experts that are in Web2. While that's great and all, I'm sure that there's plenty of great talent in Web2. It's important to keep in mind that the people that have already experienced a lot of what Web3 has to offer understand the space in terms of a QA element a million times more than any economics expert that is in Web2 can. So if you mix both of them, then you've got a Titan force going on there. So I like that they're doing this. Obviously, you know, I'm not in Austin, Texas, so it kind of is what it is. But hopefully early February, we get some big news in regards to Mirandus. I think that a lot of the questions that we have are sensible. They make a lot of sense. And so if we get that answer, that would be awesome. Before we continue this video, I want to go ahead and quickly announce that our newsletter in regards to crypto gaming is going to be coming out tomorrow. If you are interested in being a part of one of the future, hopefully, biggest newsletters, we talk about Gala every now and then as well. Don't think that I forgot about you guys. Feel free to go ahead, check the link in the description, and get a part of Rewind, Lock in the Future, and playing the past. Next thing that just came out for Gala, if you like free Gala, then this is for you here. They just announced a rewards program that is going to be giving people Gala tokens. Now, I have some personal experience on this because we plan on launching our community Legion very soon. And I am talking with business development experts about how to best incentivize people to actually interact with things on Discords and in Web3. One of those ways ways is what Gala is doing here with Thanks Network, telling people to go ahead and do specific actions to get points and then have them redeem it for possible rewards. Now, they still have the gacha element. You can get 100,000, 10,000 Gala possibly. There are odds, obviously, you're probably going to get ripped off and get the 100 Gala, but it is nice to see that they have that going for them. On the quest department, there's people that have already gotten 17,000 points, so they've opened 2 of these. Hopefully they got lucky on this one, but it is something that they are offering to people within the community. So if you are interested, feel free to go ahead, check it out on the Gala Discord. I will also leave this one in the link in the description to make your life that much easier, and we'll go from there. Next thing is Gala Games themselves and their website. I've been having a little bit of issue, if I'm honest with you, logging onto the website. I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing that there's more people clicking on it, or there's just something else on the update that kind of broke it. But there is a change on the Gala network here. I see a lot of new graphics here for Gala. I'm guessing they're doing something with marketing. They keep saying it over and over. So maybe this is part of that marketing. Maybe they're gearing up for more people playing it. I don't think this is the final iteration. If I'm honest with you, it doesn't feel right what I'm looking at right now. I don't know if it's not centered or if the text isn't right or I'm just not used to it. But I would like to see, if you scroll over the games, that some kind of video trailer plays, just showcasing the game. Maybe it's just the trailer. That would be pretty dope. Maybe my idea is crazy though, but I do think it's cool. And that's going to be that. So this one's a big one. Maybe not for your token price, but for spider tanks, it's a big deal. The honor system has been really bad. It's been so bad. It pretty much limits the amount of people that can play the game, because if you start the game, you start with a very low honor system and you earn a fraction of the people that have good honor. Now they removed that, and now people have equality essentially on spider tanks. I'm not suggesting you to play the game if you're playing for earnings, because I don't think you're going to be really earning anything. But I mean, this is a nice quality of life thing. I don't know if they're signaling to us that they are still trying to work out spider tanks updates. I think that this is still a dispute that is still well on its way. I'm not sure if spider tanks development is going to come back anytime soon, but I guess it's nice to see them say something about spider tanks. Now, in terms of game releases for Gala, we have Echoes of Empire that's going to be releasing January 30th, 5 days from now. A big thing about this is if you are a Celestial Planet holder, then you are going to be able to play this game a day before other people, so there is that advantage. Would I suggest to grab assets? Am I personally grabbing assets on Echoes of Empire? I am not, and I will tell you why, because if you look at the engagement right now, it is just not there. I mean, you've got 37 likes, 4 comments. The views are crazy for the amount of likes, but I don't know if I do it, just because I'm not sure if they're going to be doing the same thing as back then, where they would promote a game and then the game would essentially just go on the back end and they would forget about it, or if we're going to get maybe a new version of Gala that actually promotes games consistently and Echoes of Empire ends up being a success. I don't think this is a bad game at all. I would prefer to play Eternal Paradox. I'm sorry for the guys at Echoes of Empire, but I really like Eternal Paradox, so I hope that Gala doubles down on Eternal Paradox and we just see more juicy gameplay on there. So the next thing, this is a big announcement for Gala token holders. This is the announcement of the launch of the Gala Chain SDK, the comprehensive toolkit that empowers you to develop seamlessly on Gala Chain. So they have the website right there. Embrace the power of Gala Chain in your projects, start building it, and more. This is a big deal. Really big deal. For the longest time, we didn't have an NFT marketplace. Rasticap from NFT Harbor ended up building that out. Rept is trying to do the social media component. The Moth people have gone ahead and built out a lot of the backend information so people can see them and digest them a lot easier. There is a Gala Explorer competition going on. They're giving away tons of Gala and Founders nodes for people that build the best Explorer. So it seems like they're ramping up their actual development of their Gala Chain SDK and everything that they can offer within Gala Chain. So I think this is cooking. It's cooking. This is nice. I want to see the incentives that developers are going to have for building on Gala Chain, and I'm very curious to see what talent they end up attracting, because Gala Chain is using Hyperledger Fabric. It's using technology that not a lot of chains, if not any chain that I can personally recognize, is currently using. So this is a unique blockchain. It's not like the same chain as everybody else. They have channels, workloads. We have yet to see the importance of it, but I'm sure that's going to be coming out as time passes. Now, the next thing is in regards to my opinions on where Gala is versus everybody else. Because I think that there are 4 major pillars in the crypto gaming space right now, other than maybe Polygon, because Polygon is pretty awesome, but they've been doing a little bit less of the crypto gaming stuff. But here it goes. So Immutable is the king of crypto games in development. They have tons of games in development, over 100 games. The Ronin Network is the king of crypto gaming, DAU. They have the most people playing those games. I can attest to that. I played the games. I've seen the people playing. They are real people. They've chatted with me. AVAX is the king of innovation in crypto gaming with their subnets. That technology was massive in just providing a leap forward for a lot of these crypto gaming projects. And in my opinion, Gala Games is the king of crypto gaming nodes. Now, obviously, crypto gaming nodes aren't the most important thing in the world versus everything else here in terms of data metrics, but I think it's important to note that the network is quite decentralized in the sense that node holders got all this stuff. Obviously, Gala has their own end, and there's a level of centralization on everything. But if they can do this right, and they can give proper utility, on top of IPFS for these crypto gaming nodes, then that's awesome. I'm not going to be one to complain at all, and that's great. And so that's that. Gala Games here, we've got 2 news articles that I wanted to quickly shout out because, lately we've had this situation with Gala Games. And I want to let you guys know that, you can see these news articles that they're like, Gala Games shuns created for talking too much about token prices, which, let's be honest, I did talk about the token this video. I'm not saying that this thing is going to moon or anything, but I did have a conversation in regards to the token. My personal opinion is if you're going to call yourself a crypto gaming project, I'm going to talk about the crypto and the gaming. It is what it is. No matter the consequence, it's a crypto gaming project. So you have to talk about the crypto and the gaming. So, Kate made a wonderful article here talking about the rationale in these programs. She spoke to a lawyer, pretty much said that as long as there's no insider trading going on, then you're going to be perfectly fine. They don't think that what an influencer does would ultimately make Gala liable for that behavior from a legal standpoint. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty in regards to what the SEC can and will do in regards to Gala Games and the many other altcoins that exist in the space. So I understand where they're coming from, but I did think this was a really interesting read. And then this one I wanted to note, this is on beincrypto.com, so shout out to them as well. And this is what I want to go ahead and highlight here, because on all my videos lately, this is what you need to take. I will not turn my back away from the Gala Games community. I do not care if I got kicked out of this program. It sucks. But at the end of the day, the reason we're making content is for you guys. And this is a direct quote from my video. I created a video showing my commitment to the Gala community, and I'm going to keep that with or without Gala Games' support. I will make sure that my community gets the information they need and continue to come to me for. So no, I'm not salty. No, I didn't hold 1 billion Gala tokens or anything crazy. I'm just happy to continue to provide information for you guys so you can continue to be informed in a world that really just doesn't have a lot of sources of information, especially on YouTube. Let's be honest, it's just us out here giving that information. And so that's going to be a lot of it. If you're interested in free stuff, you love free stuff, we've minted God knows how much. I think we've given this month $10,000 worth of NFTs to the people within our community. Follow my Twitter. Legion is going to be coming out very soon. Legion is going to be our community Discord. And if you're interested in free things and, the play to airdrop meta, everything in between, we're going to have that for you. Of course, check out Rewind. Our newsletter is coming out tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. With this being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I caught you up to date with everything within the Gala ecosystem. Until the next time, stay classy. And that's all.